Right. Right. So good afternoon once again to all of you. So is it audible to at the end? Little bit. I have to enhance my volume, right? Okay. Right? No problem. Can you keep the door? See. Today we will start the second PU topic. That is from the first chapter, that is fields and charges. Okay. Electric charges and fields. Okay. Right. See. Just electric field and charges. So here regarding the electric charge, here if the charges are, what is the charge first? It is a basic property, intrinsic property of a matter which experiences a force in the magnetic and electric field, right? What is its meaning here? If we keep a charge in the magnetic field experiences force, if you keep it in the electric field also it experiences force, and also which can produce the electric and magnetic fields also. That the basic property of the matter is called the charge. Okay, here if the charges are at rest, just we are studying the charges which are at rest here, that the study of the charges which gives the electrostatics. Electrostatics, is it visible clear? Right. Electrostatics, the charges which are at rest, the study of the charges which are at rest, we are saying the, that is electrostatics. And if they are that the charges which are in motion, then that study of the charges gives the current electricity, which is current electricity or dynamic electricity also we can say that. Okay, so here this is a charge is what we said here, it is a intrinsic property of matter which experience and produce electric and magnetic fields. Okay, that is the charge we are saying, right? So what are the, how many types of charges we have? What are they? One is positive charge and second one is negative charge, right? And what about the neutral body? It is the combination of positive and negative charges, right? If equal and opposite charges are combined together, we can get the neutral body. In a neutral body, no charges, meaning that equal number of positive charges and negative charges will available in the matter or in a body, that is neutral body. Generally, what we are saying, the, what is the symbol of the charge we using? Q or capital Q we are using generally, right? What are the SI units for that? Coulombs, right? Here the charges, types of charges, positive charge and negative charge, isn't it? We are measuring, we can measure the charge that in coulombs, okay? And here how we are getting the charge, right? How we are getting the charge, how the charge is available here means it is positive charge or negative charge we are getting. Two types of charges we say. Here atom is generally electrically neutral. What is that? It is electrically neutral. Means in any atom equal number of positive and negative charges. Means inside the atom the protons will be there, and around that nucleus in the atom electrons will be present, isn't it? In any atom how many number of protons are there, that number of electrons will revolving in that one. We say that the atom is neutral, right? Means indirectly what we can say here, that is positive charge is associated with protons, right? Positive charge is associated with protons and negative charge is associated with the electrons, right? Negative charge is associated with the electrons. So here charge, when we are getting the charge, so only the due to the electrons, right? Generally from any atom, due to the transfer of electrons we can get a charged body. Okay, now let us see here the properties of charges. Right? What are the basic properties of the charges, isn't it? Regarding that, what we know here, if positive charge and positive charge, negative charge and negative charge, means like charges repel each other, right? And also here positive charge, negative charge, or else negative charge or positive charge, means unlike charges. These are unlike charges attract each other, right? Okay. And these charges which are charge is additive in nature, we are saying. Means what? It is a scalar quantity, scalar addition we are taking that, isn't it? Here charge q is a scalar quantity, it is, right? It is not a vector. You know that the vector should having direction and magnitude should be there, right? And also should follow the vector law of addition, isn't it? Even though having the direction, if it is not obeying the vector law of addition, so it is not a vector, isn't it? Example, current is there, current is which is passing in forward direction or opposite direction, having a magnitude, it is a scalar quantity, right? Okay, so it is a scalar addition is possible here, that is, so charge q1 is 2 coulombs, q2 minus 1 coulomb. So what is the total charge? Q is equals to the q1 plus q2, 2 plus 1, that will give the 3 coulombs of charge, or q1 is 10 microcoulomb and q2 minus 20 microcoulomb, then the total charge q is equals to the q1 plus q2, 10 minus 20 minus 10 microcoulombs of charge. So then it is a negative and here it is a positive charge. And again q1 is 10 microcoulombs of charge and q2 is minus 10 microcoulombs of charge. Then the total charge is 10 minus 10, that will be 0, that is neutral, we can say that. Okay, general what scalar addition is possible which obeys the scalar addition. So charge is additive in nature. Okay, and charge q is conserved. Charge is conserved in nature, means there is no loss, means there is no creation of the charge, there is no destruction of the charge, isn't it? Charge neither be created nor be destroyed, but just it can be transferred from one body to the another body. So that is charge is conserved here. And what we said here, the word charge is just transferable, right? Charge q is also, it is transferable from one body to the another body. Okay, right? This is charge is transferable from one body to the another body. Next, and charge is which is quantized, right? What is mean by quantization of the charge? Yes, charge is an integral multiple of electronic charge. Generally the basic charge, the minimum charge, generally what we can write here, the minimum least charge q is which is electronic charge, that is the minimum or least charge is that the electronic charge value, that E we are writing here 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19 coulombs of charge, plus or minus charge we are taking for electron having the negative charge, electron having the negative charge, that is minus 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19 coulombs of charge, and proton having the positive charge, the magnitude of the electron charge with positive, that is the plus 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19 coulombs of charge, isn't it? So this is electron charge, it is a proton charge, isn't it? The minimum least value of a charge we get in the nature only 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19. Okay, suppose if I have a charge q is equals to the some 100 coulombs, 200 coulombs, 300 coulombs, or 5 electrons of the charge, 10 electrons of charge, we have to say in terms of number of electrons charge only. Why? Because if any body having here, it is suppose you take a neutral body, charge q is equals to 0, right? If this body just removed one electron, transferred one electron, then we can get a body of this charge. How many are there here? 2, positive, negative, positive, negative, excess of one positive we have, that is E plus we have, that is a proton charge we have, that is equal to plus 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19 coulombs of charge this body having. Means if any body having the charge, means the charge is available, we can get here in microscopically 1 electrons of charge, 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19 coulombs of charge, or else 2 electrons of charge, that is 2 into 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19 coulombs of charge, that 3.2 into 10 to the power of minus 19 coulombs of charge, or that is equal to 3 electrons of charge, 3 into 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19 coulombs of charge. So it is available Q total charge. If suppose if we want, means n number of electrons of charge is available, that is the least charge, it is an integral multiple of electronic charge, that is the we can get the charge in the nature. Okay, so suppose for example Q is equal to 5 into 10 to the power of minus 19 coulombs of charge. Is it available? This charge not available, because this is not a integral multiple of 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19. It is not a integral multiple of 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19. So that's why this is not available in the nature. Whatever the charge it is there, means it is an integral multiple of electron charge only, that is nothing but here charge Q is quantized. Charge Q is quantized. Okay, can you rub these points? Are you note downing here? Yes, ದೊಡ್ಡದಾಗಿ ಬರಬೇಕಾ? Right. Right. Okay, right here from the basic charges generally. So in finding the number of charges, generally from the basic theoretical questions generally asking regarding the charges, isn't it? So next, what are the remaining properties of the charges here? Charge Q is, it is associated with mass. What is its mean? And converse is not true. What it is? Charge is associated with mass, but not is mass is not associated with the charge, isn't it? Just any mass which is carrying a charge, any particle which is carrying a charge, isn't it? So that is electron having some mass. What is the electron? Electron mass. How much we have? 9.1 into 10 to the power of minus 31 kg, as well as proton mass we know that 1.67 into 10 to the power of minus 27 kg, right? So and this mass is which having the, it is a negative charge and it having the positive charge, we are saying that mass which is carrying a charge, that charge is associated with mass. Okay, but reverse it is not possible, which is not true. Okay, next, and charge Q is which resides only on the surfaces of conductors charge which resides on the surfaces of the conductors. Means what? If any conductor I taken, the charge will be comes onto the surface of the charges. Why? Due to the repulsion. In the conductor there is a possibility of charge which can flow in it. Due to the repulsion, what happening? Charges are moving away from each other. So that's why this charge Q is there, and which resides only on the surfaces of the conductors. If you take this, it will be, and its charge is localized, and charge Q is localized. Means what it is? In the inside the non-conductor or insulators. So in the insulator, charge will be there inside, which is not transferring onto the outer surfaces of the conductor in the case of insulator here. Why? So that's why we are saying that it is localized, charge is localized. Why it is not moving away? Why it is not coming onto the surface? Here it is not a conductor. There is not availability of flow of charges inside the insulator, isn't it? So that's why charge will be there only inside. While we representing the insulator charges, we have to show the charges which should be inside the this material, that is insulator. Okay, if we write the charges on the surface, means it is a conductor. And if here charges will be accumulated which resides more on the sharp points, where the sharp points are there, here at this point here the charge will be accumulates more when comparing with the other. Here means this is charge density. Charge density is more at sharp points. Okay, by using this, we, for example, here lightning rods we are using. What are the lightning rods? What are the lightning rods? Or you can observe that any electronic devices, if we touch at the corners, at the sharp points of the that electronic device, you feel mild shock on that. Suppose a tape recorder or computer or UPS, whatever it is there, which is in running, if you touch on the surface, it is, you not feeling a shock feeling there. If you touch at the edges, corners, isn't it, you may feel that mild shock or some charges will be more that. So that's we can observe that the charge density is more at sharp points when comparing with the where flattened surface. Okay, and what are the lightning rods? We are using these lightning rods at the top of the buildings, isn't it, and which is connected to the ground here. Here while raining, so thunders are, when the thunders are falling in rainy season, due to the collision between the clouds, what happening, that due to that collision or due to that friction, some charge may misplaces from there to on the earth. At that time, if huge amount of charge is misplacing, that is we are saying that thunders. So it is not tolerable by the human beings or that. So what happens, this if at sharp points this charge is more, in such cases surrounding any such type of charge is misplacing, it can attract that and just send into the earth only without giving any harm to the surroundings. Okay, so that are lightning rods here. Okay, and here charge is quantized and charge is conserved in nature, charge is additive in nature, isn't it? And charge is transferable, isn't it? And charge is associated with mass. These are some basic properties of the charge, isn't it? What we discussed, just recall once again here. Like charges repel each other, unlike charges attract each other, and yes, charge is a scalar quantity, right? And it is additive in nature, charge conserved, and charge is quantized, and charge is transferable from one body to the another body, and charge associated with mass and converse is not true, right? And charges resides on the surface of the conductors, isn't it? But it is localized, or it will be there inside the insulators. Okay, right. And charge will be accumulates, will be more at the sharp points or edges of the conductor. Okay, right. So these are the some basic property of the charges. How we are getting a charged body generally? When we are getting a charged body, these properties we have seen. So how we can charge a body, isn't it? How the body is going to be charged means, just due to transfer of electrons from a body. Basically, from a body we are going to be, few electrons are going to be transferred. Means we said that equal number of this, it is a neutral body or uncharged body, that q is 0, right? If two electrons are just removed, isn't it? Now this body is having positively excess of positive charges here, isn't it? Excess of positive charges, excess of positive charges, or you can write here, this is excess of positive charges, or another word here, deficiency of electrons, deficiency of electrons, or loss of electrons, then this body we can say that positively charged body. What it is? Positively charged body. When the body gets positively charged here, when there is a loss of electrons or deficiency of electrons or excess of protons present in a body, we can say that positively, isn't it? Excess of means here more than electrons, isn't it? If that body, any body, neutral body, if it is q is equals to the 0, it is a neutral body. If we give that electrons are added here, isn't it? Electrons added. So what we can get here? This extra 2 electrons are present here, isn't it? This is excess of electrons, excess of electrons than required, isn't it? So due to that excess of electrons, we can get this is negatively charged body, negatively charged body. When a body having excess of electrons, it is called a negatively charged body. When a body having deficiency of electrons, it is the positively charged body. Okay, right. So moreover, what is that here? Due to the just transfer of electrons, it is going on, not transfer of protons. Never protons transfer from one body to the another body. Sir, the body, a body is having the more protons, it is having a positive charge, means there is no addition of protons there. Inside protons are there, but equal number of electrons are there. Due to the transfer of electrons, due to the removing of electrons or deficiency of electrons, this body gets positively charged. So to get the positively charged body or to get the negatively charged body, what is the cause here? Transfer of electrons only, whether added more or removed from that one. Okay, that is the main reason. Okay, so this we can get the these charges which are there. See, if I given a soap bubble given negative charge, means more number of electrons, or given positive charge for the given to a soap bubble, given charge given to the soap bubble, what happens its size? What happens its size? Volume, radius increases. Radius or volume or size increases. Why it is? Why its size is increasing here? Due to the repulsion of charges, isn't it? So its size increases, right? And due to the rushing here, rushing the vehicles, when the vehicles are fastly moving vehicles, when the cars are after traveling some long distance, it also gets charged, that material, that metal of the car, which can be, what happens, charged. Any person if touch that part, feel mild shock. Sometimes we feel, sometimes we feel same such situation. Suppose in a plastic chair, just you sit there, if any person is beaten on that, you feel that any another person just touching that person means automatically he feels shocked. Why? Due to the beating of that chair, what happened, amma? All the electrons which are transferred into the person, if any other person on the ground touching that person, only feel mild shock and sound also will come, right? Isn't due to the that transfer of electrons taking place from one body to the another body there, you can observe that, isn't it? Like that, the vehicles are, after traveling, it gets some charges. So to avoid that one, so such cases, suppose any oil tanker or it is travel for long distances, isn't it? So it this body also get any gas or any oil tanker, if it is traveling after some distances, if it is getting more charge, means due to that some explosion may occurs. Generally you can observe that here some chains are just hanging at the rear end of the vehicles, right? So due to that, if any some charge is raised or accumulated or formed on the body, means immediately it is transferring onto the ground. To avoid that situation, we can use that, isn't it? And also you can observe that while combing, isn't it? While combing also our hair, that small dust particle, some piece of papers, it can attract, isn't it? You can observe that the attraction of small pieces of paper after combing, you can observe by the that plastic comb, isn't it? Why? It is also gets charged, it gets charged. It may be negatively charged or positively charged after combing, isn't it? So many cases, even plastic paper also, after just rushing that, they are going to be attracting, isn't it? Or attract with your skin, it is unable to come out. So these are all due to the charging a body. After getting a charged body, this is going on. Okay, right? So how we are going to be, what are the methods of getting the charged body, right? Let us see here. Due to that combing, means we know that here friction, due to the, what is the reason for getting a charge after combing, means what is the reason here? Due to the friction between the comb and hair, right? So in between the comb and hair there is a friction. Due to that friction, that comb is gets charged, our hair also getting charged here. Let us see here, what are the ways, what are the methods to getting the charge. See here, methods of charging a body. It is called electrification. What it is? Electrification. Method of a charging a body, it is electrification. It is nothing but transfer of electrons. Nothing but transfer of electrons, isn't it? What the method we observed there? Friction. What are the methods are there we have? How many methods we have there? By friction method, by conduction method, by induction method. There are three methods to get a charged body or electrifying a body. What is electrification? Charging a body. The method of process of charging a body is electrification, right? Give me one example for the by the friction method, that is hair and comb. It is a, we are saying that plastic, that is, if comb is rubbed with the hair, right? Then what happening here? It is, first it is neutral, right? And here hair is also here neutral, q is equals to 0, right? After combing, what happening here? It gets this plastic comb which gets the negatively charged body, right? Minus q will be there, isn't it? and here this having the a positively charged body, this a plus q is available, right? Means see what amount of charge is lost here, same amount of charge will be gained here, isn't it? That is total charge. You can observe that minus q plus q, it will be again 0, isn't it? Means again it is neutral. Here what happened here, just charge is transferring from one body to the another body due to the friction. And second example, you give another example for the due to the friction method. You know that here a glass rod rubbed with the silk cloth, right? Here it is neutral body, both are here. After rubbing, glass gets positively charged, cloth gets negatively charged. What amount of getting the what amount of positive charge, here it is getting same amount of negative charge will be present here. Why it is getting charge? What is the reason? Due to the transfer. Why the transfer of charge is taking place? Due to the friction. In the friction, what is going on here? Here we are doing some work, isn't it? That electrons are taking that energy and transferring, isn't it? Some work is doing on one body by the another body. Due to that, that electrons are transferring. Here, why all the materials are not possible to transfer of electrons taking place? Because of all the materials are not having the electrons which are not tightly bounded with the nucleus, where the electrons which are completely or it is tightly bounded with their nucleus, it is unable to come out from that orbit. So that's why few materials they are not giving the transfer the electrons. So suitable materials are which is transfer of electrons taking place. So here this glass rod gets positively charged and silk cloth gets negatively charged. And wool or fur, and it is rubbed with ebonite rod. Then this ebonite rod, this fur or wool, it gets positively charged here and it is negatively charged here. The combination of, isn't it? So we should not give the reverse charge on that pair of materials after friction. Okay. So due to the friction, plastic comb gets negatively charged and dry hair getting the negatively charged. After rubbing, glass rod, yes, ma'am? So positively charged, sorry. Next, glass rod. If it rubbed with the silk cloth, glass rod gets positively charged and silk cloth gets negatively charged. Similarly, wool or fur rubbed with ebonite and ebonite rod gets negatively charged and wool or fur getting the positively charged. Okay. And tell me the second method here, conduction. By conduction method. Tell me the conduction method. What is conduction means? Transfer of charge when it is in contact, isn't it? Here, if any charged body is in contact with uncharged body, right? Any charged body is in contact with the uncharged body. This is a charged body of positively charged body. This any body charge Q is 0, right? It is a neutral body. Okay, right. After in contact, this charge can transfer into the this neutral body. In what way the charge is going to be transferring there? We can say yes, due to the, see, we are saying that this is a body, neutral body. It is a positively charged body, right? When it is in contact with this positive charge is what we can get here, B body getting positively charged here, we are getting, isn't it? How? It is a neutral, equal number of positive charges and negative charges are present. Okay, here there is only positive charges are present. Here these electrons which are transferred here, and it is these electrons which are transferred here. This A body, what happens, some part of the charge is neutralized, means some positive charge decreased there. Here only this positive charge will be there, and this is neutralized, right, when it is in a contact, because of transfer of electrons taken place from one body to the another body. Here what happened, only positively charged here. See that what amount of positive charge Q decreased, isn't it? Initially having a Q charge, right? And after some time what happened, from this Q charge minus some part of charge is decreased here. Some charge is decreased. Where it goes? It goes into the neutral body. Same amount of this positive charge, get this one. Okay. And initially what amount of charge having? Plus Q, right? So if you take the system of these two bodies, what is the total charge? That again Q minus Q again plus Q is equal to getting Q. Means what amount of initial charge is there, after in contact also having the same charge, means it obeys, what is that, law of conservation of charge. Law of conservation of charge is obeying. Means what we have to understand, for any isolated system charge is constant, or in the universe total charge is constant, but only just transferable from one body to the another body, right? So this is due to the conduction. Here one drawback is there. What is the disadvantage? What is the disadvantage in the case of this conduction method? There is a loss of energy, loss of charge is taking place. I have a this body having a charge. To get the charge of a neutral body, this body losing a charge, isn't it? There is a losing of charge. Charge takes place from the a charged body, right? And but what is advantage here? What is advantage? We are charging a neutral body. That is one of the advantages there. What amount of charge is there? No, that huge amount of charge also we can transfer from charged body to the uncharged body or a neutral body. But the defect is only that charged body decreasing its charge. Again we have to charge that body, isn't it? This is disadvantage in the charge. And what amount of charge is we can charge here? What amount of charge it is decreased, lost here, same amount of charge will be get the same like charge. And tell me here, after conduction, in the conduction method, after sometimes what happens there, both bodies like charges are present here, then repulsion takes place. So after conduction, which precedes repulsion, right? Conduction precedes repulsion. After conduction, the bodies are going to be repel each other, isn't it? This is by the conduction method. In the friction method, due to the work, both bodies are initially neutral, so no need of other charges required in the case of friction. Due to the rubbing, the transfer of electrons, one body getting positive charge, another body getting negative. What amount of positive charge that body getting? No, same amount of negative charge getting. In the case of after rubbing also, if two bodies which are kept nearer to each other, what happens? Whether the attraction or repulsion takes place? Attraction takes place due to the unlike charges they formed here. Okay. And next, in the conduction, what the method here? Like charge is transferring. What amount of charge? Positive charge is there means transfer of positive charge taking place. Negative charge is there means transfer of negative charge taking place. Means like charge is transferring. After conduction, if we put together or nearer to each other, both the bodies, what happens? Repulsion takes place. So conduction precedes repulsion, right? Okay. And tell me here the induction method. The best method, next induction. What is the induction? Yes. What is the induction method? Yes. Here we need a charged body and just you keep it nearer to the uncharged body. Charge is equals to 0 here. It is positively charged here, right? When we keep nearer to each other, very here without contact, isn't it? It is a charging a body, charging neutral body without in contact. What is that? Without in contact, we can get a charged body, right? How it is possible? We know the basic property of the charge. Unlike charges attract each other, like charges repel each other. If uncharged body kept nearer to that, what we can get? Here, due to the positive charge, which can attract the negative charges for one side, right? Only these negative charges will come to the nearer end of the positively charged body, and like charge will move other end because of due to the repulsion it move away, due to the attraction it comes here. Keep it again and connected this end to the earth. This all positive charge will be moved into the earth, isn't it? This body gets negatively charged body, isn't it? It is not in contact, just keeping a nearer to charged body, we are getting the unlike charge. Unlike charge we are getting. Okay. This is by induction method. Okay. And see, so that induction precedes attraction. Induction precedes attraction because it is getting the unlike charges. So that's why all cases, if just by keeping nearer to the charged body, so it is simply attracting, means due to the induction it is attraction. Finally, this is what is the use here, which is the best method among these methods. Induction is the best process. So induction is best method among these methods. Okay. And one question here, what is, if body is negatively charged body and a body is positively charged body, here what happens, its mass, what happens this mass here? Here it is negatively charged body mass will be greater than the positively charged mass. Why? Because electron having some mass, negatively charged having the excess of electrons on it. So excess of mass which is equal to excess of electrons. Here there is a deficiency of electrons. There is a loss of mass of that electrons which the body lost here, right? So if a body is positively charged, then its mass decreases, right? If any body is negatively charged, then its mass increases. Okay. And give me the answer here first. A negatively charged body, a positively charged body is there. Okay. This is a positively charged body, right? Whether can it attract the negatively charged body or positively charged body or neutral body? Tell me here. This positively charged body can attract the negatively charged body, and neutral body also it can attract. Correct? So this positively charged body can attract what here? One negatively charged body, and second neutral body also, right? Tell me here, suppose a negatively charged body, right? A negatively charged body is there, so this can attract, one is positively charged body and second neutral body also, correct? Due to the induction it can be attracted neutral body, or opposite charge also, if it is there means it can attract. Here also in both cases you can observe that it is attracting if the body either unlike charge or neutral. And give me one answer here. A positively charged body, a positively charged body is there, right? Which can repel only positive charged body, not neutral body, not negatively charged body. Or else negatively charged body also can repel only negatively charged body only. Easily we can identify that the body repelling is nothing but that body having compulsory a charge which is like charge, same charge. So what you can give the conclusion here? Repulsion is sure test for electrification, right? Repulsion is the sure test for electrification. Clear? So if any body, unknown body, it is attracting, means we don't know whether it is charged body or not. Only by repelling a body we can judge that it is a charged body. If it is repelled means it is having the same like that is charged body. And also you can see that example, gold leaf experiment, right? Gold leaf experiment which giving that result only, correct? Leaves will be there, gold leaves will be there at the bottom inside a jar, at the top we are giving a charge. Once we given a charge, what happen here? Sometimes they are attracting each other, sometimes they are repelling each other. When it is a possibilities, when the like charge present on it, repel each other, unlike charges are present in it, attract each other. Okay, so this is one of the example for them. Okay, I think time over, right? So what we discussed today? Properties of charge. What is the charge? If the charge is in motion, if the charge is at rest, there is two study of electrostatics and current electricity we can study due to the motion of the charge and due to the rest of the charge study. Okay, then properties of how the charge we are getting, isn't it? What the basic properties of the charge, right? And some applications of the charges, how it is there, and in what way we are producing or we are charging a body, in what methods we are using to get a charged body. Okay, now see, read it once again, that related information regarding the charges today. Okay, then any applications regarding some numericals on uh, charge, quantization of charge, q is equal to n into e will be there. Regarding that few problems let us discuss tomorrow. Okay, now shall we wind up the class? Right, thank you.